72 subsection 1 of the Electoral Act 2022 provides that the Commission is mandated to issue a certificate of return within 14 days to every candidate who has been returned elected under the law. Consequently, INEC fixed today and Friday for the issuance of certificates of return to winners of the March 18 elections, adding that the presentations would take place in INEC offices in each state. So far, the results of 26 of the 28 governorship elections have been announced, leaving the elections in Kebbi and Adamawa states, which were declared inconclusive. Supplementary elections are, however, to be held in both states on Saturday, April 15. The Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, and the Trade Union Congress, TUC, have suspended their planned strike scheduled to commence today over the scarcity of Naira notes. The labor unions made this known at the end of their National Executive Council meeting yesterday. Recall that the labor unions had threatened to embark on a nationwide from Wednesday, March 29, 2023 today if issues like the cash crunch, fuel scarcity, and electricity tariff increase are not addressed by the government. NLC President Joy Ajaero said after receiving briefings from its state councils in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory, the NLC decided to put on hold the planned stay-at-home directive issued to workers last week. It said the NLC would resume the planned protest if Naira notes become unavailable to Nigerians by the end of 2 weeks.
The reports coming from all the states of the Federation and local governments on the level of compliance of banks. And we are happy to tell you that, yes, there is compliance by CBN. But the NLC, after its next meeting, doubted the sustainability of that compliance. And we don't want to be calling you back after 2 days for another action. And we felt that we have to monitor this compliance for the next 2 weeks to see whether it is sustainable. Because they have rushed to move money to commercial banks. And some of those commercial banks are getting empty again. Queues are returning in some of them. So it will be very naive for the Congress to hurriedly call off the action. Whereas we are not shutting down tomorrow. We want to loosen up for another 2 weeks with committees set up at the national level and in all the states of the Federation to coordinate the level of compliance.
Meanwhile, following threats by the Nigeria Labour Congress, NLC, to embark on a nationwide strike and picket Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN branches, the Minister of Labour and Employment, Chris Ngige, says the dispute has been apprehended and the strike action will not hold. The union had vowed to protest following the cash crunch in the country that has lasted for months. But speaking at the 68th Ministerial Weekly Briefing in Abuja, Senator Ngige recalled that a meeting between the two parties was summoned on Monday. He said during the meeting, the union affirmed that there has been a reprieve on the cash crunch, particularly after the CBN weighed in over the weekend. The minister is therefore confident that the central issue is no longer that of strike, but implementation as a final decision is awaited at the end of their NLC Executive Council meeting. He underscored the need to make efforts to stem the negative impact on the economy and the active population of the country, particularly through private sector involvement.
The CBN what to do, and they did exactly what we asked them to do. Engage them, and they did. The NSC affirmed that there is an improvement in the cash flow. They praised the CBN at our last meeting yesterday and told them to improve. I'm optimistic they will not strike because we have apprehended, like I told you. We have conciliated about 4,000 labor disputes, more than, I think, 4,300 something since I came to that ministry. And you don't hear about them. We have what we call rapid response, especially in oil and gas, rapid response, because we know the implication. It's left for the incoming government to take it or leave it and address the issue as as best as they deem fit. But definitely, like I told you, we're already handling some of the envisaged challenges. We are handling the issue of pay rise. I say all MDAs are doing that, even for federal civil servants.
Moving on, the Petroleum and Natural Gas Senior Staff Association of Nigeria, PENGASAN, says a liter of premium motor spirit, PMS, commonly known as petrol, should sell for between 360 naira and 400 naira after the subsidy regime. PENGASAN President Festus Osifo made this known to newsmen on the sidelines of the association's National Executive Council meeting, which was held in Abuja. A liter of petrol is currently sold at 184 naira at some parts of the country and slightly higher than that in other regions, even as fuel scarcity and long queues gradually subside in most cities. However, Osifo said that the association has compelled all its organs nationwide to make fuel available for Nigerians and threatened to withdraw the licenses of any member found wanting of hardened petrol. He said functional local refineries will not only make fuel affordable but provide jobs for Nigerians. The PENGASAN chief advised that the money removed from fuel subsidy could be used to end the perennial strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. Osifo said the currency swap, as well as sporadic fuel scarcity across the country, must be addressed by the incoming administration, while palliatives must be made available to Nigerians to cushion the impact of the removal of fuel subsidy. The Police Service Commission, PSC, has approved the appointment of AIG Egbetokun Olukayode Adeolu as a Deputy Inspector General of Police and will be representing the Southwest geopolitical zone of the country. DIG Olukayode Adeolu will be replacing DIG Johnson Babatunde Kokomo, who retired on March 15th this year. According to a statement by PSC spokesman Ikechukwu Ani, the commission also approved the promotion of 24 commissioners of police to the next rank of Assistant Inspectors General of Police and 33 deputy commissioners of police to substantive commissioners of police. The appointments and promotions were some of the highlights of the 19th plenary meeting of the commission, which held in Abuja on Tuesday, March 28, 2023, and presided over by Commission's acting chairman, Justice Clara Bata Ogumbi, JSA retired CFR. The commission also approved the promotion of 37 assistant commissioners of police to deputy commissioners, 118 chief superintendents of police to assistant commissioners, 316 superintendents of police to chief superintendent, 8 assistant superintendents of police to deputy superintendent, and 61 inspectors of police to assistant superintendents. It's the 1 p.m. news on Splash 105, the 5 FM. Still ahead, Lesotho Member of Parliament to discuss reclaiming parts of South Africa. Messi becomes third player to score over 100 international goals. We'll take a break now. When we come back, we'll bring you more stories. Please stay with us.
Ṣọ́ọ̀bù alálùbáríkà tèmi dire ultra modern market Dagi market extension.
Golden Bricks Realty and Investment Limited. Àjọṣepọ̀ pẹ̀lú ìjọba ìpínlẹ̀ Ọ̀yọ́ tó ti ṣàṣeyọrí tó lóòrìn. Tèmi dire ultra modern market and shopping mall. Ọjà Gbági tuntun phase 2. Wẹ́mà Ìwó road Ìbàdàn. Àti ṣí àti ń tàwọn shops yẹn báyìí o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́jà títà ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ ní pẹ́rẹ́. Ẹ fẹ́ ra aṣọ ńláńlá. Àǹkárá lẹ́sìn gíní báàgì àti bàtà. Ṣọ́ọ̀bù tẹ́tí lè rọ oúnjẹ wa ń bẹ̀ pẹ̀lú. Ìjọba ló allocate ẹ̀. Ààbò tó gbogbo ń bẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ tọ̀sán tó rú. Wọ́n gbẹ́ bọ́ ò síbẹ̀. Wọ́n tún kọ́lé ìgbọ̀nsẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni láti ti yípo bẹ̀. Ó tóbi ó pọ̀ ó fẹ̀. Ó yẹ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ fẹ́ rẹ́ǹtì ní abẹ́ fẹ́ ra ṣọ́ọ̀bù. Èyí náà jẹ́ tètè lọ gba fọ́ọ̀mù báyìí. The Ministry of Trade and Investment, room 56, Secretariat Ìbàdàn. Wọ́n àlàyé lẹ́kùnrẹ́rẹ́. Ẹ pè 0802-883-4320. 0802-883-4320. Àrètí yín lọ́jà tèmi ní rẹ̀ Gbági tuntun ìlú Ìbàdàn.
Ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi, ẹ má jẹ́ kó wo náírà tuntun àti àìlègbówó yọ yín lẹ́nu. Hope wà lórí fóònù rẹ, ìfà ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà wà ńlẹ̀. torí náà tẹ́ ẹ bá fẹ́ fowó ránṣẹ́ sí màmá nílé àbí láti ra owó ìpè fún Àbíkẹ́ láti fún oníbàárà lówó àbí tó oníbàárà bá fẹ́ fún yín lówó.
ó wà lórí fóònù rẹ ìfẹ́ ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà wà nílẹ̀.
èèyàn mi nọ́mbà fóònù rẹ ní nọ́mbà káàdì ATM àti nọ́mbà àkáǹtì rẹ o.
bẹ́ẹ̀ni gbádùn ayé ìrọ̀rùn pẹ̀lú Hope Wallet tẹ *569*9# lórí fóònù rẹ kó o sì yan Open Wallet tẹ àlàyé nípa ara rẹ síbẹ̀ ló bá tán o ti ṣí àpò ìṣúná rẹ nìyẹn. Hope PS Bank àwa fún ẹ ní ẹ̀ẹ́dẹ́gbẹ̀ta náírà ṣáńgílítì. Hope àṣeyọrí Hope Bank nígbà gbogbo.
Glad you're still with us. It's still the news at 1 o'clock from Splash 105.5 FM. Welcome back. Now turning to the foreign scene. Lesotho Parliament is expected today to discuss a motion on the reclamation of some parts of South Africa. An opposition member of parliament wants legislators to declare the whole of the Free State, parts of the Northern Cape, parts of the Eastern Cape, parts of Mpumalanga, and parts of KwaZulu-Natal as parts of Lesotho's territory, according to Parliament's order paper. It says the reclamation will be pursued under the United Nations Resolution 1817 that was passed by the General Assembly in December 1962. Historically, Lesotho people were found in South Africa's Orange Free State, Eastern Cape, Northern Cape, Mpumalanga, and parts of KwaZulu-Natal, but they were forced to move to present-day Lesotho because of forced migration during wars. Finally, sport news. Lionel Messi has become the third male player to surpass 100 international goals. The 35-year-old grabbed a hat-trick in Argentina's 7-0 win over Curacao in a friendly on Tuesday. Messi's 3-goal haul takes his tally to 102. The Paris Saint-Germain superstar passed the 100-goal mark in his 174th appearance for his country after netting his 99th international goal and 800th of his career and into 2-0 win against Panama last Thursday. Messi, however, remains third on the all-time men's list of leading international scorers, behind Portugal's Cristiano Ronaldo, who now has 120, and Iran's Ali Daei, who scored 109 before retiring in 2007. That ends the news, but just before we go, a quick recap of the headlines. INEC has begun presentation of certificates of return to governors-elect. Police Service Commission has appointed Egbetokun as DIG, approves promotion of 24 CPs to AIG. On the foreign scene, Lesotho Member of Parliament set to discuss reclaiming parts of South Africa. While in the exciting world of sports, Messi has become third player to score over 100 international goals. For more details on the news, please visit our website on www.splashfm1055.com. Now you can download the Splash FM mobile app on iOS and Google Play Store to listen live, get news updates, opinion poll, and you can also report on events live to us through the iReports feature. To download, simply go to any of the stores mentioned and search for Splash FM 105.5, then click to download. We have now come to the end of the news on Splash 105.5 FM, the Integrity Station and the best radio station in the southwest of the country. The news editor is Tunde Olawo, assisted by Abidemi Kajogbola. I am Catherine Adeogun. Good afternoon and thank you for listening.
Quick, charge at 240.
Hot news, cool vibes, sports, and more on the Integrity Station.
Splash FM 105.5.
iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná a máa fúnni ní ìmọ́lẹ̀ a sì máa mú ìdẹ̀rùn wá láti wá dènà ìjàmbá iná mọ̀nàmọ́ná ojúlówó